Are you ready for some good news? You are made for grace. The law can never empower you. Here is today's text from Galatians 3, verse 23. Now, before faith came, we were held captive under the law, imprisoned until the coming faith would be revealed. So then, the law was our guardian until Christ came, in order that we might be justified by faith. Paul's righteous fury against the false teachers who had infiltrated the Galatian church turns towards a powerful logical description of the purpose of the law. The law is holy and just and good, but because no one could keep it perfectly, simply served to show us how much we need a Savior. A 19th century theologian named Andrew Jukes once said Satan would have us to prove ourselves holy by the law, which God gave to prove us sinners. The Christian isn't a person who is free from the law in order to disobey the law. The Christian is a person who is free from the imprisoning effect of the curse of the law with its condemnation, confinement, and failure, because Christ became the curse for us. The Christian is a person who has been set free from the tyranny of the law in order to be energized to live a life that reflects the beauty of the law. Some years ago, my family and I were touring a prospective college for our son. A local college student was leading the tour and paused for us to stand under a shade tree as she described one of the buildings. And all of a sudden, she looked directly at me and said, "Sir, there's a large spider on your collar." She didn't move. No one in my family moved. No one in the entire tour moved. I, of course, couldn't see the spider that was somewhere under my chin. If I began moving frantically, I assumed the spider would bite me. If I did nothing, it might crawl down my shirt. What good did it do me to know that there was a spider on me? Knowing that there was a spider, but having no power to get rid of the spider, just made me anxious. That's the nature of the law. It just points out your problem. Sir, you are selfish. It's plain to see. Okay, the law establishes that I have a problem, but what does it do about it? Christ came to do what the law could not do. Christ came to point out what wretches we are. Not to point out what wretches we are. He came to stand in the place of the wretch. He came to take the bite of the spider. He came to set you free. Well, eventually I said to my son, "Will you please do something about the large spider?" And he did. You can't get spiders off your own collar, and you can't make yourself holy. You're free because of grace, and only because of grace. And that's the gospel. Well, that's today's daily devotional. And if you missed this message, this broadcast, go get the whole message. It's free at sharingthelight.org.